These BMPs are just freaking nuts, man. I love this. This just looks fantastic. Alright, howdy folks, welcome back to some more Regiments. I keep jumping back into this, and if you want to check out some of the previous episodes, I'll link them in the description. Now, in the last episode, I really went over all the night vision differences from none, for example, for the supply vehicles, to basic, to advanced, to thermal. And I wanted to use them in the last episode, but I guess June at 8 o'clock at night, it's not completely dark, so they weren't necessary yet. In this one, we're going to see them being used, as well as artillery flares to try and light up the environment, but we'll talk about that a little bit furthermore in this battle. So what we have to do, if you haven't watched the last episodes, is you basically follow a little operation, and what happens is if you do not complete all the objectives on a map in the first 20 minutes that you have, then you're going to restart the next battle on that map exactly where you left off. So in the last video, we played this scenario. It was a little brighter. It was 8 o'clock, as I said, and we had pushed from the starting positions down here all the way to, pretty much all the way to the objectives, to the airfield objectives. As you can see, all my units are more or less where they were. We do have some extra AI that spawned to protect any of your zones that you've captured. These are not very good. They're like, half a platoon. They're just 2 BTRs with some infantry, but they're just there more to recon enemy attacks. But our units are more or less where they were. The one thing that is a little weird to me is that units that lost any units or units that were lower health, they get to get all their health back, which is an interesting choice. I'm not sure if that's could be gamified a little bit maybe, but our objective here, as you can see, is to take airfield north, and well, we're already taking airfield west with one of our recon vehicles. Now my idea is we're going to quickly pause. We'll jump back in here in a second once I have all my units set up. And the main thing we're going to be using here is this artillery elimination, which will nullify any advantage or disadvantage a unit has based on their night vision optics. For example, the T-64s I'm going to be calling in have advanced night vision optics, but under the artillery elimination, it'll count as if nobody has any optics and if it's just a regular day, so any debuffs on accuracy are removed inside a pretty big circle, as you can see, which also lasts for about 60 seconds. And the AI will be using them as well, so it'll be interesting to see how they do that. But for now, let's jump into the deployment and we'll be right back. Alright, so on the right side we have 3 units of armor supported by Reeconomy pushing the gas station. A large enemy force in the last battle did come over here from the gas station area, so I want to make sure I lock them down. Then in the middle we have a hill with BMP-2s and a T-64 unit, and the nice thing is, something I learned, that if you hold the C key, this thing pops up, and I thought it was just for the range, but if you then move your cursor or your mouse, you can actually see the visibility from any point. So for example, if units are here, you can see they can't shoot past this fort, but they can shoot past this tree line. So using the C key, something that I didn't really know existed before, very freaking useful. We're going to use this artillery illumination, but I don't want to use it until we have spotted enemy units, but it should negate any negative, debuffs that units have if they don't have the best night vision. And eventually, I really want to capture these two. I don't know if there's any reason or not a reason to, but they're just open here to be captured. So at some point before the end of the 20 minutes, I'd love to jump in there and get those done. We're not going to be deploying any engineer stuff because I'm trying to save some points for the next battle. We might play that, I'm not sure. But for now, let's confirm, unpause, and let's try and figure out how we're going to do this one, because I really want to capture airfield north. But again, first what we're going to do is we're going to capture airfield west with our BRMs, and then maybe slowly start creeping up. Actually, on that note, maybe our BRM can start moving up here. We have a unit spotted. I did some research, by the way, into the game again, and units that are currently spotted like this, but they're not fully spotted, have a minus 20% accuracy bonus. So you only have a 80% chance to hit them. Once you spot a unit and you have not identified it like that, Then it has a 10% negative debuff, so you have a 90% chance to hit. And then once you fully spot it, so this is obviously some sort of anti-air unit, but once you fully are aware of that this is a Gepard, then you have no more debuffs against it. Just something to keep in mind. It's not even worth really opening fire at units if you don't have them fully spotted yet, unless it's, you know, a very bad scenario. So right now we've spotted the Gepards. Now there's a 100% chance, or no debuffs, I should technically say, chance of hitting these guys anymore. Now we also have this card coming in, the event. I selected the allies one, which means we have a pretty decent battle group worth of allies showing up here at some point, which would actually help us out quite a bit, I think. Now we do have some units spotted in the middle. Me and my T-64. Can you guys see that? They can. Can they? They're not engaging them, weirdly enough. But the Gepards are spotted. We're about to capture Airfield West. Let's slowly creep up these BMPs, but we'll keep the infantry dismounted. And why don't we start... Oh, that's a lot of guys right here. Let's attack those Gepards. So what do we have here? We have 5 units. We have Leos. We have at least 1 Gepard unit. That's a Roland unit, another Gepard unit. So that's actually a lot of anti-air, which is kind of weird because I don't really have a lot of those. Well, I mean, I haven't really used my helicopters because I've been using lots of planes, so maybe that's why they're bringing them out. So what we'll do, we'll actually roll my BRMs and T-64s and T-72s forward. Those Gepards are getting engaged by the Grads. Maybe not the best target, but I might as well engage them if I'm here. We'll move our BRMs up. I'm using these kind of aggressively, but I want to get eyes on. It's such a massive improvement on accuracy to get that spotted first. Get these guys to hold fire. See if we can spot these enemy units before... Oh, those are Jaguars, I think. Yeah, so those are the ATGM units. So we have another unit of Leos. I'm wondering if he can see these. I don't know why he can't. Can we start engaging these guys? Because this is a little scary. They're coming at me hard. T-72s are going to be pushing up here. T-64s. Okay, let's focus on the... Let's focus on the one that they have spotted, the Jaguars, because those ones are fully spotted. The Leos are fully spotted too now, I guess, but I would love to also hit them with the artillery. I'm just using lots of pausing here, but now I've called the artillery illumination in. This should, again, negate any negative bonuses or negative debuffs. This will be an interesting thing to see if it helps us. Any unit inside is affected, so my units are not going to have... the same, you know, they're not going to have the negative debuff that the enemies are getting. Okay, that's bad. I just run into a bunch of Fuchses over here, so we gotta retreat these guys. We gotta get the Grads to engage. Oh, the BRMs are gonna die. Okay, can we artillery smoke here before we lose his recon unit? Okay, retreating. Got smoke to try and counter that. We're gonna turn on the BRMs just because we can. I'm not sure if we want to drop artillery on this. We actually might want to, just to try and save these units. We've knocked out one of the Leo units. That's very good. Let's start pushing up these guys towards the airfield some more. Strela, push them up slightly. Same for these BMPs. Our BRMs retreated, which is good because I didn't want to lose those guys. We're going to have to call in some more units eventually, obviously. That C-64 is going to get the hell out of there. I didn't mean to lose them. Come on, come on, come on. Smoke up. It's going to take a second. Oh, we got smoked by the enemy. Interesting. Never really saw them use smoke before, I don't think. Okay, let's knock out these Gepards. I know that the Leos are more annoying us right now, but let's see if we can knock out the Gepards. Get some... Oh, the Rolands. I cannot believe they sent a whole, like, anti-air unit over here. Oh, here comes my... I forgot about that. So the cards take about a minute or two to activate. But look at that. We have a whole battle group of BMPs, T-64, B1s. Let's actually take a look at these guys. Turn off the HUD with I. We got, yeah, T-64s. We got BMPs. We got some Sani, I think, mortars there in the background. No. Oh, they're here. Okay, we got BRMs in the background. There we go. Okay, well, you just... Oh, crap. We're being flanked by whatever this unit is. That's not good. Let's drop some smoke and try to hide before those guys knock us out. And then get into the forest. Smoke should allow us to get in between. What I'm going to do is I'm going to knock out these enemy units. We're going to retreat both our T-72s, or maybe at least one of them, because I really want to be more aggressive with my infantry, and the tanks are just expensive, man. Okay, we knocked out those Rolands. Now let's focus on these Leos with our supporting infantry, or they're probably going to go for the gas station. Perhaps they'll push Quebec too, I'm not sure, but let's get more smoke up here. See if we can engage those guys. T-72s. Oh, I didn't mean to select both. Damn it. I hate when it happens. Sometimes, for some reason, I select more than one unit and then it just starts freaking out. Okay, we knocked out the Leos here. Let's flank these Leos with our T-64s. Okay, let's actually remount and reverse out of this situation. Okay. We have 2 to 4 platoons incoming. That's fine. We can deal with that. Let's get the cheapest unit. These BTRs with fire support. Let's get them over here. I know, by the way, that something I learned, again, reading. It's very interesting to read the Regipedia. These fortifications, if you use assault engineers, they only take like 10 seconds to remove. So that's something you should keep in mind because it actually makes a big difference. It goes very fast like that. We just knocked out, I think, those Leos. Can we shoot one more time? I don't know if we can get it off there, actually. Okay, so we're going to retreat these guys to the supplies. Maybe we'll move the Grats out of the supplies just for a second. Again, if you retreat units with the double Q ability, it just takes longer for them to get back into the action. If I retreat these guys to the supplies and I get them fixed up, it doesn't take half as long. Let's get these BTRs up to Valley West. And when they get to the thing, we'll just have them disembark. Okay, so we're capturing gas station. We do have to figure out that there is going to be enemy reinforcements coming in. What, 2 to 4 platoons, I think it said. Okay, my allies are currently digging out all these fortifications. Oh, there's damn artillery hitting me that hard too. Oh man, artillery really messes up even heavy tanks. That's nuts. Okay, well, we're getting resupplied. We're gonna have to retreat this supply unit here soon. It's probably better to do that sooner than later, because we don't want them to, you know, have like 6 supplies left and then just still have to get them all the way back. We're losing Airfield West. That's fine. BMP2s, let's get you over here and here. And the supplies, why don't we double tap Q you back? Because there's only one way to get more supplies in your supply trucks, by driving them all the way back to base and then getting a new set. Then over here, our BRMs are going to be spotting. Let's actually be aggressive with this T-64 unit. No, we don't really have any backup right now, but can't really spend time. Okay, we spotted something here. We obviously don't have our recon up front, so we can't see. Let's do the elimination on both these points as we're going to be attacking those. And let's grab at least some VDV. That's them exploding the traps. Let's get a Shilka for the AA. And some Sani. Oh, there's the issue. Okay, so our Strela are engaging the incoming A-10s. Ooh, panicked. That's good. Other Strela fires a missile. Panicked the other one. Good. Okay, so those guys are not going to cause as much trouble. Now we have a huge amount of forces incoming. I'm thinking we call another TBM in. So these TBMs are brutal. They have big explosions, and we do not want to have our own forces be right next to the TBM when it explodes. So instead we're going to actually retreat from that position, hoping it knocks out those M113s with the Panzergrenadiers, because those are also big squads, by the way. We're going to get our supply trucks to come back here. Our Grad has to start engaging the... Actually, our Grad doesn't have to engage anything. I think we're actually going to be doing pretty good here. The TBM should be coming in any second. There it is, there it is, there it is, and... Chef's kiss. That was just fantastic. The real only thing was the pinned on these BMPs, but they actually survived just fine, and that was pretty successful. And if you want to know how I'm pausing, by the way, it's the space bar. It's such a big help. I would recommend it. You know, I guess if you really... People in a comment section, but I forgot what game it was, they were like, oh man, I don't like when I have to do all these things and it's so much micromanaging. Well, guess what? The cool thing about this game is you have to do lots of... Well, I think there's definitely some micromanaging, but the nice thing is you can just rely on the spacebar and do lots of things, give your orders out. Wait, what are these Shilkas and why are they damaged? Do I only have 2 Shilkas left? Is that why? Where did... I do. Oh, crap. So I called this unit only has 2 Shilkas left. That's a little sad. Okay, we're actually getting destroyed by these Leos right now, so let's pull these T-64s back. Our AI will deal and capture Quebec and deal with those Leo 2A4s. BRMs can keep spotting them. Okay, our BTR. So it's actually... So if you disembark the infantry, it should go faster a little bit. Yep, there we go. So whenever they're done, we'll re-embark them, and then we're going to get the push on to the airfield. Okay, let's go. And we still have 150 points. I kind of... The Mi-24s are... What? How are they 200 points now? Oh! No, how are they 200 points right now? I'm so confused about that. Weird. Okay. And, oh, wait. These guys actually automatically charge their... or got their infantry back in. That's good. Okay. Strela, let's push you up a little. We got the BMDs coming up. We have... What is that? APGMs? I can't recognize... I don't recognize... Oh, those are the Fuchses, aren't they? Okay, well, our infantry should make pretty short work of those, I think. We have lost quite a bit of the infantry. Look at that. We've lost almost all the riflemen in here, which is nuts. But these Fuchses should be able to be dealt with. These BMPs are just freaking nuts, man. And I love this. This just looks fantastic. So I think the BMP-3s have a... regular 100mm gun. They have a 30mm autocannon, and they also have the capability of firing ATGMs from their 100mm gun, if I remember correctly, which is just insane. These things are absolute monsters. Let's get the supplies up forward and try and resupply some of these units. This look like we're getting some artillery hits from back there. So let's move our BRMs up and see if we can get some eyes on whatever's firing at us. So we're going to capture Valley West. We're going to capture the farm. And we're actually doing... Oh, wow. We just destroyed... Oh, right. That was the Gepard. Right. Okay, Shilka, let's push you up. Strela, let's push you up. BMDs, let's push you up. I've really honestly come to like... infantry more than tanks. I think tanks are good, but it's really the infantry when you dismount them and they just start blasting the enemies. It's so satisfying, and it just feels like they're a lot better. Honestly, it really does. So now we have... Okay, we're gonna have to do one more dismount here. It looks like we're gonna have to do both of these, perhaps, which is a little frustrating, but we'll figure it out. I just want to capture the farm. I mean, we captured Valley West without any issues, so I'm assuming we'll have no issues here. Our BRMs, let's stop them just for a second. I don't know why they're so expensive, but let's get them on the flank here. Our AI have captured Quebec, which is nice. I did appreciate the support. I mean, look, that's still 2 BMPs with infantry, a T-64, or 2 T-64, sorry, and an artillery unit. What is this? Oh, it's tanks. Don't want to mess with that with my BRMs. Let's get them hell out of... Can they see it? I mean, these guys do have stealth at 200. Stealth modifier of 200. What? 6 to 8 and 1 to 3, huh? Crazy. Okay. Oh, maybe because it's night, you can't call in airstrikes, because I can't... Look, I can't call it in, and that's why helicopters are more expensive, because it's at night. Maybe that's why? I don't really see why helicopters would be more expensive at night, but... Okay, come on, start driving, guys. There we go. Okay. They remounted. Oh. Okay. BRM. Let's retreat you. Shilka, let's pull you back to here. Can we see stuff from here? Yes, we can. BMP. The BMDs go here. This BMP2 goes here. And we're going to have to do a massive sort of counter to the counter attack. That's a lot of units coming in. Okay, this BRM, let's retreat these recon, because we don't really need them right now, and I could get other units instead. Yeah, this is a lot of units coming in. We definitely need these guys to get destroyed. Let's call in some artillery illumination. Let's capture the farm. And let's get our supplies to supply these BMPs once they have the chance. Okay, because that is a lot of enemy units coming in. Oh, our AI our AI is live. Lost 1 BMP.
Zone captured. Total domination.
Oh wait,
achieved.
wait, what? Did we just win? Because we captured all the points. I've never done that before. But oh, there's even air coming in.
Objective
We win.
completed.
Wow, and we got victory points for that. Nice. Okay, so what does that mean? Do we? I guess we do next phase. Oh, we got 300 points, and look, we're only. Oh, okay. So we're only like. Okay, so how many points do we have? Can we see that? It says maybe we have 150, and you need 96 for a. It looks like to be a total victory, or we get 96 if we do this next mission. So maybe. Because this game has been a lot of fun, honestly, surprisingly, I didn't think I was going to put this much into it just for this, tiny sort of one operation. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh, Americans are coming into this next battle, but I believe we're going to be defending. If I remember correctly, the idea is that we would capture the airbase and then have to hold it until the battle is over. So if we can hold the airbase, we win. Now, defending will be interesting because I'm going to put a ton of points into the engineer area, but for now, I hope you guys enjoyed. We'll be back with another episode of Regiments soon. Love to see you guys in the next one. Cheers.